On today's episode of the Ace Man Analysis, this track is going under the microscope. Internet Money tagged Roddy Ricch for the remix, and oh boy, this one didn't disappoint one bit. Right off the bat, the beat creeps in with guitar riffs. The melody brings off the end of summer vibes, and since the original version was released towards the end of the summer, it relates really well to the present. On top of this element, a drum pattern that has a complex hi-hat emerges. Right after this, Don Toliver arrives and brings his cadence to the tune. Mentioning all the great commodities that he's been able to have due to being a successful rapper, Don Toliver really establishes his personality well. Also, if you caught the background vocals that were put in, this was a great element. They were a great accompanying element due to Don's main vocals because they harmonized really well together. Hook. After this opener, the best part of the track comes in, the hook. Delivering in a more soulful vocal, this part of the song is so hard for the listener to get out of their head. Toliver just belts this part of the song out, and it's just so difficult not to sing along. Also on the songwriting side, there is a great rhyme scheme that is incorporated. Let's look at this. Off the juice, codeine got me trippin'. Cop the coupe, woke up, roof is missin'. Ice, lemonade my neck was drippin'. Ice, lemonade my neck was drippin'. Just looking at that right then and there, it may not really look like there's a lot to analyze, but however, if you really look at it and look at the assonances that are incorporated in this, there is a lot to handle. First, going off of what the blue is, off, got, and copped all have the stress on the O syllable, while juice, coupe, and roof all have the oo sound in it, as well as the trippin', missin', and dripping, along with the codeine and woke. And all these different pairs all make it a lot more difficult to sing. And with Don Toliver, he really makes it look easy. Since this is the remix, the song format is a bit different. In the original version, Nav took the first verse and Gunna took the second verse. However, in the remix, Don Toliver took the first verse and Roddy Ricch featured on the second verse. Verse 1. In the first verse, Don Toliver delivers some flawless vocals. Starting off his verse questioning with why was it very enticing and it caught the listener off guard. Usually for a hip-hop track, rappers may have a different approach in getting the listener's attention. For Don Toliver, his vocals bring out the best. The vocals he supplied in the verse were amazing. Although lyrically they weren't meaningful, on the melodic side, they established an earworm that everyone was hoping it achieved. For the hook, Don Toliver comes back in and supplies the second installment. Nothing really changes element-wise, but it's just really catchy. Verse 2. Make way for Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch comes in and delivers a melodic verse. Roddy's vocals were just too good and matched really well with Don, making this track a winning ticket. Roddy brought in that signature melody that we're all used to hearing, and it blended really well with the relaxing guitar element in the background. As for the content of his lyrics, Roddy lists a lot of cars that he has in abundance, mentioning Porsches, Lambos, and a 68 Charger. Roddy really wants the listener to understand that he's into automobiles. For the final installment of the hook, Roddy comes in for a few ad-libs, but other than that, the hook is not changed one bit. Shortly thereafter, the beat fades away, and this track wraps up. Rating. Keeping in mind the criteria for how this song will be rated, the main focuses are on the beat, lyrics, and production. Beat. Internet Money really came through and deserve an A+. The beat and production were just really well done. I mean, just looking at Roddy's and Don Toliver's vocals, they were just purely well mixed. And also the beat was just superb. On top of that, the guitar riffs and the drum pattern were really well polished. It was just really well done, seriously. Lyrics. As we further examine the beat and production, the lyrics were also really good. Since the artists are more melodic and don't depend too heavily on lyrical content, the lyrics fit really well with the song format. I was really happy with how both artists understood their caliber and let their talent shine through. Since this remix was better than the original version, this one is going to get a 9 out of 10. Both Roddy and Don delivered amazing performances. And on top of that, the Internet Money crew and everyone else who worked on this behind the scenes deserve a lot of praise. Go give this track a listen. Thank you all again for tuning into this episode of the Ace Man Analysis. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and comment all your ideas and what you thought about this video. Thank you all again, and I'll see you next time. See ya!